and welcome. This is Doodlebug and this is a pre-look at Transport Fever. Yes, it's just like train fever, but obviously with a port at the end. That does mean there is boats, but that also means there's planes and buses and trains and anything else that you can add to it. Yes, it's Transport Fever. This is out on the 8th of November. A couple of weeks' time. The game is fully moddable. It is through the Steam Workshop, as you can see right in front of you there. As you go through this, you will see that this has got a bit of cities in motion in it. It's also got city skylines in it, and also it's got a slight bit of Planet Coaster in it. The only reason I say Planet Coaster is because it's obviously got independent people, so you know they all think on their own, they walk on their own. Sometimes they prefer walking, sometimes they're going to the shop, sometimes they're going to work. Whatever they're doing in your city, you need to be transporting them somewhere along the line. It's your job to get the network up and running. So let's just click on the continue game. If it works. It all takes a long time. It will work eventually, and then we shall have a quick look at it. As I say, as mentioned, it's out on the 8th of November, a couple of weeks' time. Luckily I've got a copy of it now, so I can show you basically what it's all about. So I think I've been going about 7 hours, I think. Give or take, might be a bit less than that, might be about 5, but adding it all together is probably about 7 hours I've been working on it. Here we go, freight wagons and trucks get refitted automatically at stations, unless they are set to a specific cargo time. There you go, that's it. So as you can see, I'm playing a large map, and it is quite large. As you can see, it's very large. It's a very big map, this one, all the way up. So when they say large map, they mean large map. There's no doubt about that at all. As you see, I've got some buses. So what we do is we're going to start in where I normally start, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is. Right. This is the city I started with. Here, Bruton. Obviously, at the moment, this place has only got trains and buses that can transport passengers around at the moment. I haven't got any detail on that. It's actually 1997. So by now, you thought they'd, be progressing a bit quicker than what they are, but it's not at the moment. As I say, if you go right in, look at the detail in it. Now you've got the passengers here, all waiting to get on the bus. So if I click someone, say this 36163, fortunately they haven't got different names. The destination, he wants to go to the shop, and he's using the bus on line 4 to go to the shop. But obviously, line 4 again. It's the same as Cities in Motion. It's the same sort of setup as you can see there. So yeah, he's done there. So look at details there. Excuse me. Right, he's going with lines. Obviously a bus route or bus line. He's going to the shop in Bacup. That could be in a different city across there. As you see, there's a bus coming down. So he could be going up to there, and he works. He goes by foot. There it goes. As you can see there on the left hand side, more construction work is happening. So his move preference is cheap. He's not a car owner, so he can't drive. So yeah, that is it. Every single one is different. So if we click in, again, he's got no car. He likes it by cheap. Shop, he can go by foot, but he goes to work using the lines. And again, it's not just the people that are interacting. You can click any building you like. industrial building, that needs that to make that operate. So employees got 562% quality, so the overall environment is 87. Obviously the overall environment being in the whole lot of the city. This is Bruton, so this is one of the train stations here at Bruton. As you see, there's a couple of people waiting here. Everything's all movable. That's the bus going past. So click the bus. That bus there is, oh no, click the passenger. Come back, bus, come back. Right. Every single bus, they've got lifespans. So this, the age of this bus is 13 years. I think this sort of bus goes for about 30 years and then dies. All the vehicles become rust, break down and have problems. So basically the main bit of this that you're looking at here is obviously the top speed. Quicker the speed, the quicker it sometimes gets there, depending on traffic. The running cost, and also the value, how much it is, and so on. Finances, that's how much it's making. All the way since I bought it in 94 to 97. So yeah, that is that. But as I say, every single one's different. This industrial unit here, that needs that. That was built in 91. So this is 6 years old. And that's running 100% environment. It's happy with everything that it's got. That's good, obviously. So yeah, that is that. And as you can see, I've got two lines here. The silver one here is a high speed line. That is for the passengers. The other line is for the freight that I've literally just finished putting in. So yeah, this is new, this line here. I'm just putting in, I've just got to connect it to all the other places. It's got to pick up more materials and so on. Here, these are new buildings. As you click them, 94, 91, well they were new, 95. Again, you put a bit of road somewhere, you put some sort of transport stuff, and they start plopping up all over the place. So this was only a little place, so it's grown. There's a lot of people waiting there. These are the bus stops. Again, it reminds you of cities in motion. Click it, you buy it, and obviously here is all the buses. Passenger, that's the new one. You've got like a bendy bus here, and you literally just buy them, and then you set the line. It's exactly the same as figuring, and off they go. And they go to line 4. They're all set on line 4 now. There they are there. Look pretty neat, to be honest. But if I want, I can actually go first person. There is a first person mode. We'll stop, pick them up. I think this bus holds about 25-30 people in it. So it will pick them up and off we go again. But also with this game, you'll notice that they actually are very good at pedestrians. When pedestrians are crossing, the AI and stuff like that in this game is absolutely brilliant. It's very good, to admit. I've got to admit that. Yeah, so as you can see, you've got a farmer, you've got something over here. This is the steel mill. So this needs a requirement of iron and coal. If you give it by that train, truck, whatever, you get it delivered from there, you get them products out of it. You get steel, slag and more steel. Why would you want to do that? Well, that means that you can build more things. Things become bigger and better. So everything has got to be connected together. As you can see here, this is another little train. This is carrying oil, crude oil. This carries. This hasn't got any on it at the moment. It's probably going to get it. But yeah, that's what that is doing. Yeah, it's quite very simple. You've got something here, planks, iron, sorry. So you've got iron ore there. So you could get a truck connected to that, and then you could get that to deliver it over here, because it needs why not? It's just over the road from it. So what we're here, we'll do that now. So we go to freight, put a big one or a small one, depending on what you want to do. That, once you put that there, the actual thing goes white. If I move it, it doesn't. So it knows it's registering to that. That is connected to that. So everything spreading will go onto that. Click on that one, and we'll take that over to here. We'll eventually go on there. Somehow, there it goes. So that's good. Now we need a truck. I shall get one from over here. Follow the roads. Alright, and obviously we've got two here. We've got a 40-ton truck that I've just done. Obviously that's the one that I'm going to use. So we'll have two of them producing it for me. Click on the black tick. Apparently it does it automatically, but I like doing it anyway. That's that. And we'll set the line. We'll do a new line. So we'll click over there. We want to go from there to here. All it's doing at the moment. So they will come out now. And it will go from here. Pick up iron ore. And then it will deliver it all over there. You'll see them going up in a minute. Let's have a look at the crossing while we're waiting for that. Crossings are fully functional. You can change them. You've got two different options of what you want, but I like the traffic light ones. Yeah, they fully work, they fully go down. I think that's a truck. Sounds like a truck there. No, it does sound like it. Yeah, there it is. Scaniers or something. They're on their way to pick up the iron ore here. Then they will deliver that over to there. And that's it. That's very simple. That's how you set up a link. It's very, very easy to set up a link and so on. Here, you've got loads of people waiting for buses here. Obviously, I've got one bus doing loads of routes, but well, I've got loads of buses. There's another bus there, look, coming down. I think in total I've got about 80 buses. It's quite a lot. As you can see here, I've got a double train station here. Again, you've got the freight one and you've got the passenger high speed one. You could just click any train station and upgrade it, and you can upgrade it to 8 if you wanted to. You do 8 terminals coming off it. Length, you can have it absolutely enormous if you wanted it to. But we won't. We're quite happy with that at the moment because we haven't got an awful lot of passengers using it at the moment. So right, so it's such a big area to fill. I can't help that people are waiting a bit. Again, you've got stuff dotted about all over the place. This is a freight one over here. That connects to that. That actually produces coal. So that's connected to there. Trying to come along, pick the coal up, and then take it. But very easy. I've got to set it all up yet because I've literally only just been playing it. Right, let's see if we can find this train. It's probably an easier way of doing this, but it's got to be around it somewhere. It is humongous. You won't miss the train if you see it, that's for sure. It covers every single city in the game, every single one. The hardest bit is trying to find it. I was going to say, Surbiton was only a very small little bit, very small. and that's produced it. It's got buses going to it. It's also got a train station. That's fine for that little place, you know. Right, let's see that train. I don't know where the train is. There it is. Alright, watch this. Look how big this train is. Look at it. Look, it's the French, one of their big trains. And if you can, listen to it. That is marvellous, isn't it? If you look at that, look how long the train is. It's massive. It's got 58 passengers, but it carries 256 at a time. I've got 2 of them going around. 509,000 I made just by that. That's why the money's always going up, because that makes a lot of money, that train. Now I could technically put another one on it. I've got 2 that's flying around at the moment, but there's a possibility I could put another one. I'm not sure where the other one is. But a lot of people they want to use the bus, so I don't know what I'm going to be using the bus. Also, the next step is to get a port. It comes a ton. Where's that going? That's going to be picking up livestock. It's very nice detail. I say the graphic details in it's lovely. Look at the water nerds. Quite nice. See, this here is a food processing plant, so it needs grain and it needs livestock, and if you give it 2 of them, it will produce food. And then obviously food's got to come from here, and it's got to go into one of these places, these little cities that become obviously much bigger cities as they grow. So let's just go down to Bruton again, where it all started. This is my sort of base really for this game. Right, so now we're here. Money, obviously that's your money side of it. So pretty simple really. It is also a management sort of game as well. Then you've got obviously the residential, commercial, industrials. It's flying high at the moment. And then you've got the actual and then you've got obviously the chart of electric, tunnel, bridge and so on. So that information, this is obviously the information on the industrial side of what we've got and the production of what we're producing. So it's easy there. We've got 38. What's that, iron ore there? Yeah, iron ore. So it's 38 already. They're the ones that I sent that truck out on. So they're ready to be taken, and then that'll get produced. So yeah, it's quite. We've got grain and we've got Mole's farm. What to do is click it. That brings it up there. So yeah, click it there. Tell you where it is, and that's it there. And that obviously the trucks and so on, but these I believe. We're coming to get the grain, that one. Now that's getting grain, but this one's getting livestock. They put up there, take it, and then they take it away. Very, very simple. Let's get back to Bruton. As you say, as it develops, planes start coming out and they start building. So that's building a commercial vehicle there, commercial area there. That's a commercial area. Another commercial area. See if we can get some residential going on there. Residential. So there's 12 residents there. None of them are unemployed. They're all employed, so that's good. Details, that gives you the details on it, shopping facilities, jobs, and the environment, see if they're happy with the environment or not. Gosh, so tired. Yeah, so you've got like a little commercial thing there. That obviously needs tools, food, and goods. So tools are made by steel you need for iron ore and coal. So yeah, so that's that, and obviously that's basically what that does. And then you've got up here, obviously the emissions, buses, and so on. So pretty simple there. This turns off all the stuff you don't want it to. So bus, that, all the stuff that you're not interested in, that'll turn it all off so you can play with stuff with their own stuff above it. Messages, if you killed someone or something's happened, that goes in there. That's all I'm saying at the moment. And then obviously this bit here, you've got the options. So here's the options, very simple. If you want to change if you want to change the options, and obviously it's best to change that at the beginning. Audio's down, so obviously you can hear me because this game does come across quite loud. So yeah, and then you save and so on. Down here on the right, this is obviously a bit like City Skylines where it'll tell you what is what. So obviously residential is really quite green, so this over here is residential. Commercial is here. So this is the commercial side. This is where you're going to have to put one of the freight cargo areas in, because the lorry comes, drop it off, and that gets dispatched to all the other people. And then you've got industrial. So these here, they're industrial buildings. This here is a grid line, so you can see what's hilly and what's not. So as you can see, as I look over there, this is really hilly here and so on over here. But fairly flat over this side. Right, and this is the waters. This is it's just showing you bridge how high you need to make bridges, so boats can get under them basically. Very simple. Again, down here you've got your fast forward displays and so on. Terrain, you can change the thing up and down as much as you like. Right down here you've got obviously the airports. So you can have a big airport like that or a small one. Ships. Again, let's see if we can place one, because I'm going to be placing one anyway, so I'm not going to do it now. Turn it around. There it is. I know it's going to be one of them. And that would be the little dock. It's nothing, see, it hasn't done anything yet, so that would be basically the dock. That's for passengers, and then you can get freight. It's the harbour. I suppose you could go next close to it anyway. And then that's the obviously the cargo one that it take off. Again, these just go straight to the road and they'll be gone. So a medium line straight there. Again, it's all pick and drag. That can go in there. So, then obviously you've got what we're saying earlier, you've got the cargo bits, to where the truck actually comes, and the producer gets in there to produce. Oh, sorry. Right, and then you've got the bus stops again, and then you've got a nice little jazzy corner one. Yeah, and then obviously the trains, you've got train terminals here, so they do become quite access, much nicer than the ones that you used to. And that's a single line passenger one. Then you can change it to freight, and then you can have different freight ones as well. Roads, you've got obviously the main motorways and so on, and then you've got the country lanes, as they're called. You can upgrade them, a bit like City Skylines again, and then obviously the rail, you've got high speed or standard speed. Signals, if you want to put them on, and then you can upgrade them to be electric or not electric. Same thing. So yeah, that's basically that really. It's not hard, it's quite an easy game to sort of get used to. So I can't wait until it's fully built. As you see here, it's in 1999 at the moment. But we've got a way to go at the moment. So let's see if we can find the train. There's the trainee. Train Barnum. And let's get on the front. There we go. And this is obviously, you can see where it's heading. But as you can see, once you lay the train tracks, it buries in it. You've got the gate there, the gates have gone down to let the train go. But as you lay the train tracks, it buries itself. But yeah, you can go all the way down in first person, completely. It does look pretty good, to be honest. Woohoo! I'm driving along the track. Obviously, the ones it's on a high speed line. It's obviously slowing down now because it's obviously coming to a train station. It's in the city of something. There's a lot of people waiting here. Quite a few people waiting here. Right, the reason that's frozen, it's not frozen, it's because my trains won't fit on the station. So the first 3 or 4 carriages disappear. That's why when you're in first person, it sort of goes, it freezes until it goes again. There's a bus there. Obviously we're just coming out of that city. We'll be driving along. You see the cars on the right hand side. As you notice in this game, that it's quite busy, it's quite built up, there's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously the right hand side here, I'm going to put some trees down, so make it a little bit more nice. So you've got the crossing going on here, so the gates have gone down, the lights are flashing, stops the vehicles coming over. So we're doing 76. And then go on to the next one. I think in total it's got about 30 stops, 40 stops, something like that. So it's quite a big run. It does a big loop, basically. And that's not all of the towns it covers at the moment. And it's bloody expensive. As you can see there, that's not joined up. It's quite handy because you can get a view of what is being down at this thingy. You can see what's wrong. So again, there's no one waiting here. It will stop here, obviously, because there's some people that want to get off. It'll freeze, then it'll go again. Mod. Right, it's heading to Macclesfield now. We're obviously playing in the European map, as you probably would have guessed by now. Obviously, I chose the high speed link for the passengers because I think that'd be easier and quicker. And then you've got the freight on the older one. Again, just like cars and stuff like that, they end up getting worn out, trains get worn out and they have to be replaced. As you can see, I've got another crossing there, the barriers are going down, as you can see. As you go past, you can see that they're lighting, the reds are actually flashing like they would normally do. As you can see there. So it's quite detailed. I like the idea of having such a big map. It's massive. I don't know why it's so massive. I mean, I'm hoping, I don't know, but I'm hoping that it covers the whole lot. You know, the city becomes enormous. A bit like New York. That'd be excellent if it does. If it just keeps growing. So we're doing 105 at the moment. We pick up speed now, we're doing 110. I've had no problems with it, I've had no glitching or anything like that. But I do like it how you lay tracks. It costs more, but I like it as you lay tracks, it actually buries it like it would do. It does cost more doing that though, it's best to actually dig it out yourself and then do it. Or don't do it at all really, that's the easier option. Here we are, we're crossing the water now. Doing 153. There's the water. But even the sounds, you know, it sounds great as well. Obviously here, no boats are going to pass this, so I never intend to have any boats passing this anyway, so that's why I've done it so low. Right, we're slowing down here because Macclesfield is coming up. Attention please, the next stop is Macclesfield. The next stop is Macclesfield. Ding dong dong. Welcome, this is Macclesfield. Please remind that you take all belongings with you. Thank you. Welcome to Macclesfield. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you. Now, freeze. And the reason I'm saying it's freezing is because look, because the train's so big, it misses the front, and then once it goes again, it comes back. That's why it freezes. That. See you later, mate. Be good. That's why. That is the only reason why that does that. Right, so we've got some new vehicles available now. We've got the Class 185 and the Class 246 that's available. Again, I haven't been down here for a while. These are new. Can't remember seeing these. Built in '99, so last year. Commercial buildings, they're all built in '99. Macclesfield's got quite big actually, doesn't it, a little bit here? But like trains on it and stuff like that are really absolutely brilliant. Oh, let's have a look under the tunnel. Oh my god! Alright, I thought it was just going to be dark, but obviously not. Yeah, so the game's obviously managing and doing the actual transport basically. But when you look at how big like the map is, and if you could get it to like in whole massive cities, like massive, that's going to be fucking epic. Epic. So yes guys, that is basically Transport Fever in a nutshell really. There's another train there, that's getting the crude oil. Same thing, that obviously goes to here, then it goes back again, because that's basically just on one line. It joins the existing freight line for a little bit, and then it comes off and departs itself, so that's why that is on there. Yeah, that's basically it really guys. It's very very simple. Road vehicles, again like I showed you before, they're your freight ones and your passenger ones. They're the ones I've got on the passenger side of it at the moment. Again, you have got I don't think I've bought them actually, but there's trams as well. So you've got trams. Let's have a look at the trains. I can show you the trains. Alright, these are all the trains here. So let's just start with the locomotives to start with. They're all your locomotives. So it gives you the detail of when they're from, lifespan, and a bit of information about them as well. Wagons, you've got the double deck car. That looks pretty good to be honest with you. You've got the standard twin standard coach that will look good, and then you've got the other one, 1962, 1981, 88, and then it also goes down to 1950s, the standard old ones. And then you've got the multiple of units, so the commuter train. So let's just say, for instance, I can do it because I've got a lot of stuff there. So let's just say we're going to go for that. I bought that now, so that will go in there. So that's sitting in there at the moment. I just line that up with the line I want. Give it that, and off it comes. Don't forget, this is 1988, this train, so it's quite old. Once it comes out, don't have to be shy. Come on. Oh, it's waiting for a free part. Must be a train coming. Come on. Don't be shy. Some reason it's waiting for a free park. I don't know why it's waiting for a free park, because it's free. The other trains are coming back here, then you could have gone ages ago. It's just to be a bit queer. "99 people can get on that train once it comes out, because it's a bit scared." Like I say, I could set up a new line for it if I wanted to, but there's no need for it. I want one line being the freight and then one line actually being the high speed for passengers and so on. So yeah, as I say, you can get really close into it. You know, you could be a passenger, person in a car. Obviously you've got different industrials that need different things. That is Transport Fever, ladies and gentlemen. And including mods and the size of the layout and stuff like that. I think this game could be quite epic, to be honest with you. That is basically it. Would I buy it? Well, go and find out. It's £23. You can pre-order it now. It's in Steam. I will give you some slides about the spec for the computer to run it, and I will show you some features as well. Thanks for joining me, and this has been another episode of Doodlebug, and this is another episode of basically Transport Fever. As you can see there, we watch this pull into the station, and I say, "Oh, wow." Thank you and good night.